Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Kiki and it is time to make crafting fun. Here you can see a little bit of what I do here. Now let's jump into today's projects. First I'm gonna take this mason jar that I got from Walmart and some Waverly white chalk paint, and I'm gonna paint the inside of the jar like this using that Waverly white chalk paint. I'm in love, and as you know me, with chalk paint. Now I'm gonna take the silver color and I'm gonna paint the lid of that mason jar really nicely, just like this, so we have a lid. Then I'm gonna take black paint and another paintbrush, of course, and we're gonna paint all of those borders like this so we can make them pop a little bit more. I'm gonna cover all of those borders really nicely. Try not to get on the outside border on the inside color. We're going to continue doing that until we have covered all of those borders, and then we're going to bring back the white and we're going to paint that outer border of our jar. Just like that, we're going to cover all of that really nicely, and then we're going to let it dry. And you know me, I don't like things drying. That time just drives me crazy. But I have a heat gun that I won't show here, but I have it. And I'm gonna make that dry. Now I'm gonna take this decal that I made on my Cricut and I'm gonna stick it over here like this. And I'm just trying to be really careful because I don't want to lift the paint of my mason jar. Now, after I do this really carefully, I'm gonna start just peeling off the transfer tape really slowly so we don't get that paint like lifting. That's why I'm taking all the time in this world to lift that transfer tape. But after I remove that, we're gonna move on to adding another beautiful decal. But first, let me take the time in the world to just guarantee that I get my decal on, but I do not get the paint off. Now that we have it, let's move on to adding those lemon slices that you see here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use them on the corners of my mason jar. Let me show you what we're gonna do with them. Like this, I'm gonna add one here and the other one on the other corner. And as you can see, I'm also going slowly because I don't want to lose or damage that paint. After that, I'm gonna peel off my transfer tape and add the other one on the top like this. And then I'm gonna grab it and put it over there and then remove the transfer tape like this. And then we will have the most beautiful jar. You can leave it like this, or you can take it up a notch and add a little bit of twine. I'm using this one from Walmart and I'm gonna tie it in the back just like this and remove that tab on the top of the jar. Then I'm gonna take some ribbon and I'm gonna make a bow, a cute bow, and I'm gonna tie it in the middle with a little bit more twine. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue after I dovetail those beautiful legs. And then I'm gonna add hot glue and just glue it over here. And here you can see it. Isn't this the most beautiful mason jar ever? I'm in love with it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this cutie. And this is part of the Brighten Up Your Day with Lemon, hosted by the beautiful Dyanne and Janny from Deco. And this is the hub. And the hub works. You're just going to go to my description box after you finish here and find the link to the next channel. You're gonna comment on each of the videos that you will find on our description box to be entered on the $100 PayPal giveaway. Now let's move on to the second DIY, and I have this track from the local dollar store, but you can find it at Dollar Tree for every season. And I'm just removing all the eggs because Easter is over. So I'm just cutting those eggs using this awesome knife that my brother gave me. Shout out to him. And then after I cut that, I'm just cleaning the edges like this, just by scraping them really slowly. He told me to be careful with my fingers, but as you can see, I'm not paying attention to that. Now I'm just gonna bring my glue stick and this paper that I printed out, and it is a buffalo check paper that I print out on my printer. Now I'm just gonna add my glue to all of the truck except for the tires, like this. And I'm gonna start covering my truck with the paper. And I'm gonna press it really nicely and then continue adding the glue so I can add the paper just like this. Then I'm gonna cut the excess on the top, and I'm just gonna measure that so I can add a little bit more because I didn't have enough paper. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play around with it so I can add more glue like this and add my paper just like that. Then I'm gonna flip it over, cut the excess, and start cutting with my knife just like this, all the borders like that to remove the excess paper. Just be really careful when you do this and have like a self-heating mat like I have here, because if not, you're gonna scratch your surface. But you're gonna continue doing that until you have removed all the borders of that paper. I'm gonna keep on cutting just like this, removing all of those borders or extra paper all around our truck. And now, as you can see, I'm just cutting the tired part so we can get those tires free. And we're gonna continue doing that until we have removed all the paper from the tires. Now I'm going to the part of the, what's the name for that? The door. And we're gonna remove all the excess paper over there. And everywhere that we have a hole on the wood, we're gonna make the same except for the hole in the top, because we won't be hanging this one. So we're gonna remove all of that paper just like that, scoring and getting it out like this. Go slowly, but just have a steady hand and keep on removing that paper like that. Now this is the last piece that I have, and then we're gonna add or cut those lines on the back, and then we're gonna add a little bit of paper on the corner that we have missing. Then, as you can see, I grab my paper, put a little bit more glue, add that paper on the corner, and then we're gonna cut the excess like this using our knife, being really careful. And we will have the most cutest buffalo check truck. Let me show you. Here you have it. Now, let's take this lemon slice like the ones we used for our jar, and let me stick that one here on its door so it looks so cute and it's looking like a set. Then I'm gonna take this one that I made that says Lemon Farms, established on 2017, I believe. And then I'm gonna remove the transfer tape just like that, and we will have the cutest truck ever. Now let's paint those tires, and for that I'm using black paint, and I'm gonna cover all of the tire using that black paint. Just like that, we're gonna cover all of it really nicely and repeat on our other tire. After we paint our tires, we're gonna let them dry. And you know me, I use my heat gun. Now I'm gonna add some of these blocks to the back part like this, so we can just have it a little bit off our sign so I can get some floral inside. Now I'm gonna take this sign and I'm gonna remove the plastic, and then I'm gonna come back with white chalk paint, and we're gonna paint it with that white chalk paint. We're gonna cover it completely, and then we're gonna let it dry and give it a second coat so we have it really nicely covered and beautiful, ready for the next step. Now I have this beautiful decal, and I'm gonna add it to our frame or sign, and I lost the footage when I glued that truck, but I just glued it in the bottom with hot glue. And you know me, I love my Gorilla Glue sticks. Now let me remove that transfer tape like this, and then we can move on to adding beautiful florals to our truck. Look at that, so cute. I'm using this, and that's rosemary from Walmart and those pom-pom thingies. And I'm gonna use 3 of those, and I'm gonna use baby's breath, and I'm also gonna use the rosemary. Now let's keep on playing with those flowers or greenery until we have them where we want them, so I can start gluing them to the truck. And as you can see, I'm playing around. Now let me flip this so you can see how I glue them. Now we're gonna start gluing them, and this part, it's just up to you. You can glue the florals, you can leave it without the florals. But I just wanted to add a little bit extra because you know me, I love my extra. So we're gonna continue just adding our greenery and our floral, adding here and there, and just making it beautiful. I'm gonna keep on playing just like that. And now I'm gonna add this greenery over here and over here and here. And that will be it. We will have the most beautiful sign. Now, let's work on that twine on the top. And let me just tell you, this was a struggle on its own. But you will see all the struggle here. I'm gonna make those holes a little bit bigger so I can push that twine there. The twine was too thick and the holes were too small. So that's why I struggled this much. But after I get them in, I'm gonna make a knot in the back, and we will have a beautiful twine hanger. Let me keep on struggling with that. Now let me make that knot, and let me show you how it turned out. Here you have it. And isn't this the most beautiful sign ever? I'm in love with it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this one. If you like modern farmhouse decor and lots of silly jokes, subscribe because that's what I do here. And hit the thumbs up and share this video with a friend because that really helps to support my channel. Also, go and check me out on my social media so we can be friends over there and have lots and lots of fun together. Last DIY, I'm gonna use these beads, some lemon slices like this ones. You can use tassels, but I'm not gonna be using them, and a long needle. And also some fishing line. Now, let's get that needle thread with the fishing line like this. And then we're gonna start making our pattern. And you would see I grabbed 3 sizes of those beads. One is the bigger one, the medium, and a smaller one, but not the small. And now I have my 3 packages like this, and we're gonna start making our pattern. 1 small, 1 medium, 1 large, 1 medium, 1 small. Then a lemon slice. And I'm using this needle because I can go through those lemon slices. You can find those at eBay. I get mine at eBay, and they are awesome because they are soft plastic, and you just can make the most beautiful garland out of them. Now we're gonna repeat that until we have all of them in our garland. I used 10 of them. And then you can add your tassel, but I'm gonna make a loop because I will be hanging this one on the balance of my window. I have a window treatment like curtain over there, and I'm gonna add that beautiful garland on top of it. Now I'm gonna repeat that on the other side, so we have a beautiful garland. Cut the excess, and that's it. Now let me show it to you. Here you have it. Isn't this the most beautiful garland ever? I'm in love with it. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. And here you have all of them one more time so you can see them. Isn't this the most cutest sign ever? I'm in love with that buffalo check truck. Remember that this is part of the Bright Your Day with Lemon hub, and you will find in the description box down below the link to the next creator so you can go and check out her video. And leave a comment here and leave a comment all around the crafters circle so you can be entered on this awesome $100 PayPal giveaway. And if you like modern farmhouse, boho decor, and lots of silly jokes, that's what I do here. So subscribe and hit the thumbs up and share this video with a friend because that really helps to support my channel. Also, you're going to find in the description box the link to Diane and Janny's channel so you can go and check them out. If you like this one, hit the thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe so you can keep on watching this type of videos. Take care, my beautiful friends. Bye-bye.